Hi, good day. In this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to create an app without necessarily knowing how to code. So, we're going to be using our software, Swiftspeed Appcreator. Swiftspeed Appcreator is an Li zero code app maker that enables you or that allows you to create an apps for Android and iOS without knowing how to code. So, how do we create an app? That is what I intend to teach you in this tutorial. Here is our official website. You can read through the information to know what you can achieve with this software and the type of apps that you can actually make. So you can scroll through and read the information. The URL is speedappcreator.com. So here it says I can get 7 days free trial without entering my credit card information. So you can see the type of apps here that you can create. Look at this. You can create an educational app, fitness app, an e-commerce app. The list is endless with this software. So let's get started without wasting much of our time. You can scroll down and okay, let me show you the pricing. There is a starter plan for $7 per month, the business plan for $10 per month, and white label reseller for enterprise $15 per month. These are honestly very cheap, and they are just what they are fee for a cup of coffee. But let me just see the get 7 days free trial, no credit card information required. So I'm going to be using the 7 days free trial in this tutorial. So I'm going to click on get 7 days free trial to get started. So it's going to take me to create an account page, but I already do have an account, so I'm just going to scroll down and click on login. If you do not have an account, you can open one. You can either fill the native form here and create your account and verify it, or just log in with your Google account, your Twitter account, or Facebook account. So I'm going to click have an account, login. I'm going to click login because as I said, I already have an account. So I'm going to enter the username here and the password. Then I'm going to click login. All right, it says I've logged in. It says login successful. So click here to enter your app maker dashboard. So I'm supposed to click here to enter my app maker dashboard, and here are other helpful links that you can click on: how to build an app, how to make a mobile game, how to put your app on Google Play Store, and so on. So it says that click here to enter your app maker dashboard. So I'm going to click on this tab so it can take me to my app maker dashboard. Wow, so here is my app maker dashboard. You can see here is where I'm going to create a new app, but I'll get back to that very soon. Here is the demo data. It says please note that this page is currently displaying demo data. Real data will be displayed when one application limit is reached. That means for now I'm going to be seeing a demo data until I create an actual application and publish it. So that's when I'm going to be seeing app stars, but for now these are demo data being displayed. So in this tutorial I'm going to be create an app title tutorial, then I'm going to click on create. Wow, so simple. So my app has been created. The next thing you're going to do is select a template. You can select ranging from art to cities to corporate, if you are building an app for your company, to education, whichever one you like. But I like this one better, this utility, so I'm going to select this. It says confirm an action. So if you validate your app's color background image will be replaced with the default. So I'm going to here you can see here is the default. So when I click yes, it's going to be replaced. All right, so the tutorial, the icon has been replaced here. Then this is the app. This is how the apps look. One of the reason why our app maker is the best is you can actually see your app progress from this side of the screen. So now let's customize the app. Under design, it says don't know how to get started, click here. If you actually need help on how to get started, if you actually need help on how to customize and build your app from ground up, you can actually click here. So it's going to take you to our documentation page where everything I am saying in this video is explained. So I'm going to go back now, and Now here is where I picked template earlier. You can still click and change your template if you want. Here is where you can change the layout. Look at this layout. This one, no, I didn't intend to click it. This 1 2 3, you can change it something like that. So it's definitely going to open the layout. When you click that, I want to change the layout. Layout is how your app layout looks like, how the looks and feel of your app is. You can see different kind of layouts. So I'm going to pick a beautiful one to create this app. I think I like this one better, so I'm going to select this one. So it's going to change my app to something like this. Oh wow, you can see. So pretty quickly, then in this layout options is the place where I configured how this layout looks. I can change the color to something else, like this green color. But first of all, let me upload an image. The slider image, there's supposed to be an image here. So let me just put something. Let me put this. My image is being uploaded, so I want to upload an image here. So okay, so here's the image. So I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to scroll down and save. You can upload as many images as you want. The images will appear in this black screen and they will scroll. You see, they are scrollable, but now it is blank because I haven't uploaded any image yet. So I'm going to click save now, and then it's going to refresh. Oh wow, you can see the image that I uploaded. You can see the image, but I only want to use one image, so I might as well disable all the slides. I'm going to disable this first one, and I'm going to disable the other one as well. So the only image now I have is for the slide one. So I'm going to scroll down and save. So there's no slider image here other than the only one I uploaded. You can see the image is now permanently unstable. All right, so now what is next is you can scroll down here if you want to change your app unified home page. Unified home page is your app splash screen. The splash screen, when users open your app, this is what will show. You can change it here by uploading an image that is 273 by 273 in pixel. You can change it here by clicking on change it to prompt you to upload an image that you want, but I like this one, so I'm going to just leave it like that. Here are other settings that you can make. Here is if you intend to create an e-commerce app, do you want your currency to be in dollar, you can change it here. What is the default language that you want your app to be? You can select list of languages here. Here is the app font, is how you want the text on your app written. Let me select something different. For example, let me select this one, and you see that my app written text will change. See, it's refreshing. You can see the text has changed, but I don't like that one. I'm going to just select another one here. Okay, you can see that the text has changed. I think that the new one I selected is better, and that is all. Then you can scroll back, or then you are done with designing. You can select another template if you don't want this one that I use. So you can go to your app colors if you want to customize the color, but at the moment I am satisfied with the color, so I will just move to app features. Features is where you had the functionality that you want in your app. The actual functionality that you want in your app, you're going to be adding them under features. There is a default of 3. You can see tips calculator that I just deleted, push notification and links. I'm going to delete all of them so that I can start from scratch. If I click on refresh, you see that this page will be blanked, meaning that you see the page is already blank, meaning that I have no feature in my app at this time. Now let me add a feature. Let's say for example I want to create an app for our website for Swiftspeed Appcreator. I can easily do that using the link feature. So I'm going to select the link feature here. It says how to use the link feature. The link feature allows you to create links that we open in the app for the device browser depending on your preferences. So you can click here to learn more about this. It will take you to our documentation website. So I'm just going to add them. I'm going to click add. Okay, the link has been added. First thing I want to do is change the icon from this default one to something I want, like let me use this. If you want, you can also upload your own icon by clicking on this add new icon. You can upload your own personal icon, an image that you have or you downloaded from the net. But you can also select from our list of icons that we have on the platform. But I have selected this one already, so I'm going to change I'm going to change the name to Swiftspeed. And then I'm going to, so now remain the settings of settings and configuration of this particular link feature. It says the URL is asking for which URL I want the users that click on this feature to be directed to. Of course, our URL, I'm going to type it swiftspeedappcreator.com. So it says browser's choice: in-app browser, custom browser, and external browser. In-app browser, when you select in-app browser, that means the user will open our website in their app browser. It's the app browser. When you select custom page, that means the user will open it in the Chrome browser or other browsers depending on their default browser that they set on their mobile phone. When you select external browser, then that means user will be taken out of your app. So I'm going to leave the in-app browser enable. So it says you have other options of configuration here, but I won't be going through them. I will only go through this one, which is used hardware back button. That means normally by default on Android, when back button is clicked, it returns the user back to the home page. But when user is on your web page and they click back button, you go back to the previous page that they are on instead of closing the entire app. So that's what this one is for. This one said enable zoom control. Yes, I'm going to click it so that if there are smaller text on my website, that on our website that I put in the app, if they are smaller text, user can be able to zoom in or zoom out depending on their preferences. So I'm going to click on save. Okay, I've just added this feature. I can click on see changes here to see the feature that I just added. Voila, can you see? Okay, so I have added that. So I'm going to click on the feature now. So wow, you see the feature just loaded our website that we saw earlier when this video started. So that is how your app will be on mobile. That means I have just created an app for our website. Let me add another feature for you. Let me add there's a lot of features. You have booking, cab ride, to create taxi app. You can take bookings. Let me add bookings as well. I'm going to add a feature. Okay, here you can see how the bookings looks like. That means when user fill out this form, I get an email that somebody has just booked one of my services or products. Here I can enter book me. I can enter a cover upload. I'm still going to be using the other girl. Then I can select card design. I don't like this design very much. I'll prefer card. When I click save now, you see how this particular design looks. But I'm waiting for the image I'm uploading to finish up so I can add it. Here I can add background, but I love, okay, the image has been uploaded. I can just crop it a little bit, and then click OK. So the image has been added as my cover. So I've changed this one to card. I'm going to leave the dates like this. Then I'm going to just click on save first. You can see the image has been added, and then the changes has been effected. That means people can actually fill out this form to book me on my app. Here I can add more locations if I want, so users can select what locations they are on. Also you can add many more stuff, like you can create a commerce app. If you have an e-commerce store, you can use the commerce pro, an enhanced feature of the commerce. I'm going to add contact. If you want users to, this one says if you want users to contact you in your app, then you can use this one. Okay, the contact has been added. Let me change the icon to something that looks like a contact. I'm going to change it to this. I'm going to put contact us instead, and then name, I'll put the name of our company. Cover image, you can add cover image if you want, but this time let me add something different from the other girl. Okay, let me add this one. Okay, the image has been uploaded. I'm going to click it. So you should enter address of your company. You should enable this button so users can check your address with your map app. Then you can say contact us if you need help with our product. Yeah, you can enter your phone number, then you can enter your support email, you can enter your website, you can enter your Facebook, and you can enter your Twitter. Then you can click on OK. So you can see how it is. Wow, so you've just created a way where users can contact you in your app. So I'm going to click on design now and change it to card. If you want to change the background, you can enter background. Let me change the background for you so you see how the background looks. I just try to upload an app, then I'm going to shift it. I want to put my car as my background. Don't mind me. So it's going to refresh and it's going to change the background for me. Now you can add more features. I'm just saying there are a lot of features that you can add. Look at this one. If you want to create a wallet app, you can add wallet feature. If you want to create an images, you want to upload image, you can add images. If you want to create a social network app, you can add social network app, this particular social wall. So let me just add one more feature before I call it a tutorial. Let me add social wall. It says with this feature you can create a Twitter like or Facebook like social network without code. So increase your app engagement and build your own user base with this. So it's going to looks exactly like this. So I'm going to click add feature. I'm going to click add feature. So the feature has been added. So here is where you see the list of publications. If you decide to approve every post, you can also set the post to approve automatically. Here you can click an admin email. Here is the email where you get all the report about activities that will be happening on this page. So design, I will always select card before, because card is always finer than the least one. To me, may be different to you. So it's a post message preview. To say how long do you want the character to be. So I'm going to put 56. Post sharing option, yes, let them be able to share their post. Enable post moderation, no, I don't want to moderate users post. Enable nearby, no. Enable map, no. If you enable nearby, then that means users that are in the same location or very close will be able to see each other and interact with each other. Enable gallery, no. User likes, yes, user can like. Enable users post, yes, user can post. Enable users comment, yes, users can comment. Then I'm going to just, it says this one says display mode, yes, thumbnail should be displayed. Position after text, that means the post should be displayed after text, just like it is on Facebook or Twitter. So I'm going to click save, and then I'm going to click see changes here. You can see, wow, the changes has been affected, but there is no post yet. So I'm going to go to post, and I'm going to post something. I'm going to not schedule it. I'm going to put Matic Black. This is a test post. I'm going to add a picture. Let me see, add my black girl. Okay, you can see it has been added here. So I'm going to click save. When I click save, then the post will be created. If you click see changes, let me change the icon to something chart related. Where is this icon again? Okay, this. I'm going to dim it like friends, meet friends. Then I'm going to click meet friends. Well, you can see the post. This post that I just added has been posted, so users can like, but they have to sign up first. I don't have an account yet, so I'm going to click on create account. I'm going to fill this out, enter password. I'm going to accept the privacy policy of the app. Then I'm going to click save. Then I have registered. So you can see here is my profile. I can edit it. This one, let me try to post my first post. It was trying to fetch my location, but my location is disabled on this system, so that's why my location is not appearing. Then I can add an image as well from, it's going to assume that it's the user's phone, so users can add images from their phone. Then they are going to click post. Then it's the status is published. If I go to the newsfeed, you see my post that I just posted, SSU Technology Limited. Then tutorial, the one you posted with this tutorial app, is appearing as well. So I have just created a fully functional app. Now let us test the app. I'm going to click see changes. So you can see here are all the features that I have added in my app. You can see you can edit this demo component from design and put whatever you want there, or remove it entirely. Depends on what you want. Here it says Swiftspeed. That's the page that we created, the website that we created that we put in our app. So I'm going to close it. The booking here is if you want users to book you. Contact us if you want users to contact you. You can see the background I added earlier is displaying as well. So I'm going to go back. Here meet friends is the social network here, and then the account here is where users can edit their account, but I don't like this design. Is a little bit outdated. I want to change it, so I'm going to click refresh. I'm going to refresh my tab, so the account feature is appearing. I can click on it and I can do a lot of customization, but the only thing I want to do yet is ask for card, then add card design. I want the design to be card. I told you earlier that card is always final. So I'm going to click see changes. I'm going to click on account. You can see this one is a lot finer. So imagine I've just created an app without coding. There is a lot more features that you can add. You can add custom page feature to add text to your app, add image, add map, add padlock if you want to padlock, or if you want to lock some part of your app, padlock pro if you want to assign a specific page to a specific users. You can send push notification. You can use the radio feature. You can create music app with the audio feature. You can create quizzes, whether the list goes on. So now the next thing to do is I want to customize my app. So I'm going to click on this customize tab. You can change here. You can change your app name here. You can change your app name, and imagine your app is available on the internet anywhere. Immediately you create an app, you can also access it with this particular link. Here is your own app link. If you click on it, it's going to open your app on a browser. That means you also have a link that you can send out across to users to test your app. You can see here is your app. You can basically go to your app from this link, copy this link and try in your phone. It's going to open your app. You can see the app is opened here. So I'm going to click cancel. So you can change your app name here from something tutorial. Here dashboard icon, you can change this icon here. So I'm going to change it to something different. I'm going to change it to I'm going to upload the icon. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to scroll down. Here it says unified splash screen. Like I said, here you can change the splash screen. The first page that users is when they open your app. You can put something else by uploading the image. The earlier one is background. If you want to change the background of your app, you can change it, but I use the same image as background and unified splash screen. So that's everything you can do on this page. Here you said Android push. If you want, here is how the push notification is going to be when you send it to users, but you can change it and put your own custom what is it called, custom icon. Let me change this one. Put this icon, click OK. You see it has appeared. I'm going to change it, this one as well. So you see I just customized it, and then I'm going to click save. So then anytime I send push notification to users, this is how it appears. Okay, here is where you download your app. Before you publish it, here is where you download your app. So I'm going to click this download page. So it's going to take me to download page where I can download my app on my actual phone. You know, the phone we've been using before is actually our own virtual phone. It's not a real phone. Now you can download the app to your real phone by subscribing. You have to subscribe before you can be able to download app source code for iPhone, and then the APK for Android, or the AAB files. So you can change your bundle ID. Is how how Apple identify your app, and package name is how Google identify your app. It's like an app identifier, so you can change it here. Just make sure you start with something like com, then you can put com/tutorial. And then click save. Here, monetize your app. Here is if you want to be earning money, any revenue from your app through ads, you can use AdMob. So you check this this box, and then you put in your ads ID. To get your ads ID, just click on here. It's going to take you to our page where we teach users how to integrate your app IDs. Here it says download your app, install on your phone. All good. Your application has been checked by our system. So our system has automatically checked this app, and it says is on good standing, so I can publish it. So, but I'm not able to download anything yet because I have not published it yet. So it says to download APK and AAB file or IPA file for iOS and test your app on your mobile phone. You must have an active subscription. To publish your app on Google Play or App Store as well, you need an active subscription. So you can click here to subscribe now. But so I'm going to go back and click here. So here now it says activation form. To activate your app, you are going to put all this information. You're going to put this one as well, and then click save. So when you click save, it's going to load this page. You can use our starter plan, that is $7 per month. You can use the business plan, $59 per year, and yearly white label plan, $109 per year. But you can also subscribe for business plan per month, which is just $10 per month, and monthly white label, which is $15 per month. But in this tutorial, I'm going to use the starter plan. So I'm going to check. You can check the starter plan, and then you can click on save. So it's going to, your other details is $7 tax. Because of my location, there is no tax included. So I'm going to click on PayPal. If you want to pay through Stripe, all you have to do is click Stripe, and then you enter your card information, and you click on validate. It's going to charge you, and your subscription will be activated. But I want to use PayPal, so I'm going to click on PayPal, and then by checking this feature, you agree to our terms of service. Please kindly read our terms of service. Here is our terms of service. Kindly read it. So you can click on terms of service to open the page. So I'm going to check this box, and then I'm going to click validate. So it's going to redirect me to PayPal page. I'm going to solve the captcha challenge. Ask me to select policies. Of course, I'm not a robot. Okay. Okay, so the page has been loaded, $7. So it says choose a way to pay, MasterCard. So I'm going to be paying with this first option. I'm going to click continue. Please ensure you read here. Ensure you read it. So I'm going to click agree and continue. PayPal is trying to verify my payment. Wow. Okay, my payment is successful. It said thanks, your order has been successfully paid. Your application will be published very soon. Since you pay online, your application has be rest assured that it has been automatically published. So I'm going to click here and it says tutorial. My subscription is valid. That means I have a subscription. So I can click on manage now. I can go to download your app tab. You can see my account that I changed earlier has changed as well. So my subscription has been activated. Say this plan is created for beginner. You have access to a couple of features, but with a few limitations. It is however perfect for beginner. Since I'm just a beginner, so I've just activated the subscription with $7. So you see the page has changed here, and now I can generate the iOS version of my app. So I'm going to click generate source code, and then I'm going to click generate APK. So both of them is being generated, but why they are being generated, let me take you through this area of the dashboard. Here is users. Here you can see your app users. This is the account I registered earlier. So the list of your app users will appear here. Here is if you want to send messages to your app users, all you have to do is open here and then click send to send messages. Analytics is going to display the analytics of your app, but there is no analytics here because no user have installed my app and no user is using it. Payment gateways, if you create an e-commerce app and you want to accept payment with Stripe or PayPal. So here is what this page is for. Under settings, you can change your terms and condition and edit it. And then API keys is where you add APIs to your app in case you use the features that required API like Twitter, Open Map Weather, YouTube, or Google Maps. In this module, you can see your campaign analytics. If you create a campaign in your app, you had a smart ad feature that lets you customize your own advertising and show it to your users. The training video is where you see all the videos that are available to train you on how to use our platform, and the wallet is where you manage the wallet feature on our platform. So I'm going to click on training videos. Don't know why it's taking so long to load. I don't know. All right, it has loaded. So here you can scroll through and see list of videos that are available on our platform that you can actually watch. So now I'm going to go back to see if my app has been successfully generated. I'm going to click download tab. Okay, so the iPhone version of my app is ready. You can download the iPhone version and then import to your Xcode. But my APK is still being generated. APK is the installable file that you can install on your Android phone and text your actual app on your own Android device. But it is still being generated. What else can I teach you why this is being generated? You can edit your account here. You can see your subscriptions here. You can see this is the subscription I just bought. Here you can see your invoices. You can see your invoices here for the tutorial. Let me click on it. Since you have an active subscription, you can use this page to contact us, to send us a message if you need help. If you need any help whatsoever, you can use this page to open a ticket with the support team. This page, you can change it. If you want to change the language of your app, you can. Let me actually try German. And then go back to my app dashboard. You see, now everything is written in German. I'm going to go to manage. You can see it's all written in German. I'm going back here. Alright, let me change it back to English. I don't understand German. All right, good. So my app is now downloadable. So the APK is generated. You can click here to download the latest APK, which is version 1.0, and then upload on Google Play, and then test on your phone too. Here to download this app, okay, this is just instruction, but you can click here to publish your app on Google Play, click here to publish on App Store, and then you can click here to publish on other alternatives like Galaxy App Store. So